welcome to GemChem. Now today's video is on stereochemistry part 6 video, and here we are going to deal with conformations. Now before starting, if you have not watched the previous videos on stereochemistry, you can watch the video. I will give the link in the description box as well as the I button present above this video. And the introduction to conformation is being made in the video of Fischer projection, so you can watch it, then it will be helpful to watch this video. Now let us start. Now first which we are going to deal with is what is conformations. The term conformation, what do we mean by conformations? Now conformations are basically denoting one of the infinite number of momentary arrangements of atoms in space that results from rotation about a single bond. So here the concept of rotation around a single bond is very much important rather than any other things. So rotation of single bond is important. Now we have to know that molecules can undergo motion, but how does it move? How does it show motion? The motion can be due to change in bond angle. First point is change in bond angle. Second, it can show motion due to change in bond length. And the last one is due to the change in rotation, that is carbon-carbon bond rotation. And here in this particular part of the stereochemistry, we are concerned with conformations, and the conformation is concerned with carbon-carbon bond rotation. Clear? Now the molecules can exist in continuously changing energy preferred structures, and these structures, energy preferred structures, are known as the conformations. So remember, energy preferred structure is an important point. Clear? Now the important part is that these are the special arrangements of atoms, and basic thing which we have to know is that it is shown in Newman projection. So our concept on Newman projection must be clear. And if you are not sure about your knowledge about Newman projection, then you can watch the introduction to organic chemistry video where I have dealt with Newman projection, and also the Fischer projection video to go into the details. And I will give the link in the description box as well as the I button present above this video. Now in the next part, we need to know two types of angles. What are the two types of angles? First is torsion angle and another is dihedral angle. Now basically these two are same, but the only difference is that torsion angle has a sign plus magnitude, whereas this is also an angle but only magnitude is present. So remember this, dihedral angle has no sign. Now if we consider a conformation like this, here we have substituent A, here we have suppose something, we only concerned with two substituents, this is B, here also something, here also something. Now when we move from B to A, then we are moving 60 degree, right? And this direction is plus. So we are moving from B to A and it is plus. So our torsion angle will be plus 60 degree and dihedral angle will be 60 degree only. Similarly, if we move from A to B, then our torsion angle will be minus 60 degree and our dihedral angle will be only 60 degree. So this is the basic concept of dihedral angle and the torsion angle. Now we will see the conformational analysis of ethane. Ethane, it is C2H6, right? So it is actually CH3 and CH3. So if we number it as 1 carbon and 2 carbon, so this carbon will be in the front and this will be at the back. Okay, so let us start drawing. If we take it and H here, here and here, here one H and here another H. The back carbon also has H, here also H, and here also H, right? And if we number it as this is the B1 and this is the A1. So first we will see rotation by 60 degree, and the torsion angle is rotated by 60 degree. Okay, so what happens? This kind of structure comes, right? That is, here is HB, here is HA, here is H, here is another H, here is another H, and here is another H. Now further rotation by 60 degree and the total rotation by 120 degree and the torsion angle to be 120 degree, then we get this type of conformation. Here hydrogen, all three positions occupied by hydrogen. Next, this remains B. Here comes our HA, here goes our another H, and here comes our H. If we rotate again by another 60 degree, then the total angle of rotation will be 180 degree and the torsional angle will be 180 degree in plus sign. So our conformation will come like this here, and this hydrogen will come here, right? And this is HA, this is H, this is HB, here also H, here also H, and here also H. Now we will rotate it again by another 60 degree. So if we rotate it by another 60 degree, total rotation will be by 240 degree. And the torsion angle will be from the opposite side minus 120 degree. So we will get this type of conformation. This remains as it is, the front carbon, and the next carbon is rotated, and here comes our HA, here comes another H, and here comes another H. Actually, we know that these two hydrogens are eclipsed, right? We cannot see them, but in order to represent them, we have to show it like this. Then we will again rotate it by another 60 degree. So our total rotation will be 300 degree and the torsion angle will be minus 60 degree. So let us see what will happen then. It will look like this. That is, this one remains fixed. This will be our HB. This is H. This is H. Here comes our HA. Here comes our H, and here comes our H. And on further rotation by 60 degree, total will be 360 degree, and we will get back the same thing from which we have started, right? Here is the HB, here is HA, here is H, here is H, H, and H, right? So these conformations are being represented by a graph between potential energy and the dihedral angle. And the three conformers which we can see here, that is this one where the hydrogens are anti, another one is this one where hydrogens are anti, and the last one where hydrogens are anti, the energy is less because these are stable. So this is 3, another one is 1, 2. These have minimas, and the other ones, that is this one, this one, this one, and this one, shows a maxima in the graph. So we will see the graph. Now first we are going to plot the graph like this. Here in this axis, in the y-axis we have potential energy in kilocalorie per mole, and here we have dihedral angle or torsion angle. Now how will be the graph looking like? Starting point is this, where energy is high. It goes down, okay? So this is for 1. We have seen for 1 there is a minima. Again for another 2 conformation, here will be energy maxima. Then it will again go down and again go up and ultimately go down, and this continues, right? And this part is for 2 and this part is for 3 energy minima, and the highest is for 3 here given in the blue. As here we have seen, these are the maximas, this one, and this one, and the minimas are this one and this, and the last one, that is this one, where the hydrogens are placed anti. So this is the graph. Now what is the amount of stabilization? We have to know. This part of stabilization which it gains is 2.9 kilocalorie per mole, and the angle is here 60 degree, here it is 120 degree, here it is 180 degree, here the peak comes for 240 degree, and here the peak comes for 300 degree, and this peak is for 360 degree. So this is how we draw the potential energy curve for the conformation of ethane. Now we will deal with propane. Now propane, what do we mean by propane? Propane is CH3, CH2, CH3, right? So we will take two of the carbons. So we are taking this as front carbon and this as back carbon. Clear? Now we start drawing. First one is like this. Here is our CH3. Here two hands are occupied by hydrogen. And the back carbon has all the bonds occupied by hydrogen. Right? So here is a hydrogen. Here is another hydrogen and here is another hydrogen. Now we will rotate it by 60 degree as we have done previously. So what we will obtain? This remains as it is, CH3, H, H, here comes hydrogen, here comes hydrogen, and here comes hydrogen. Next we will again rotate it by another 60 degree to give a total angle of 120 degree, right? So we will get here, this carbon remains fixed, the back carbon moves by rotation. So here comes another hydrogen, that is, this hydrogen is being shifted to this part, another hydrogen here, and another hydrogen here. Further rotation by 60 degree. So what will be the angle total? 180 degree. So here we get this kind of thing. CH3, H, H, here comes the hydrogen, here comes the hydrogen, and here comes the hydrogen. Again we will rotate it by another 60 degree to get a total angle of 240 degree. Carbon will remain as it is. So it will be CH3, H and H. Here the hydrogen will come. Here another hydrogen will come and here another hydrogen will come. We will again rotate it by another 60 degree. So there is a 300 degree all total rotation, right? So here it comes to be as CH3, hydrogen, hydrogen. Another hydrogen is here, another hydrogen is here. Now if we try to rotate it by another 60 degree, then we will get back the same conformation. So these are the conformations for propane. Now we number them. This is number 1, this is number 2, this is number 3, this is number 4, this is number 5, and this is again number 6, and we get back the last one, which is number 1. So now we are trying to draw the graph. So let us see the graph. Same thing. So here potential energy is in kilocalorie per mole, and this part shows us the dihedral angle. The anti-conformations are more stable than the cis ones, right? So same graph. Here one peak, two peak, and here it ends. And if someone asks you to mark it, so here is 1, here is 2, here is 3, here is 4, here is 5, here is 6, and here is again 1. Remember this. And the angles are 60 degree, 120 degree, 180 degree, 240 degree, 300 degree, and the last one is 360 degree, right? And the energy difference between these two, maxima and minima, is 3.4 kilocalorie per mole. Okay, now next is the checkpoint. You have to solve one of the problems on your own. So what is the moiety for which you will do the conformation analysis? Is isobutane. Now what is isobutane? It looks like this: CH3, C, H, CH3, and CH3. And you will take this one as the front carbon and this one as the back carbon, and try to draw all the conformations and also try to draw the potential energy curve. So this is your checkpoint. In the next video, we will deal with conformation analysis of N-butane and 2-methylbutane, and then we will go and start with different physical properties involved with conformations. So this much for today. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe and comment.